Good afternoon all of you and welcome to today's lecture. Today we will be dealing with a very important life process called as the excretion process. Okay, so we eat food and this food is digested in the body, and this digested food is supplied to the cells where it is used for different metabolic processes. But each and everything we eat is not necessarily digested by the body. Also, during the various metabolic processes, some waste products are produced, and these waste products need to be constantly removed from the body. And this process of removing of the waste products from the body is called as excretion. So the excretion, if I call it in simple terms, is called as removal of waste products from the body. Now, this process of excretion takes place in plants as well as in animals. In animals, the different waste products produced are ammonia, urea, uric acid, and the respiratory gas called as the carbon dioxide, which is produced as a byproduct. Secondly, in plants, the waste products mainly are gaseous products, which are generally carbon dioxide, oxygen and water. Okay, so today in this lecture we will be dealing with how the process of respiration takes place in plants. So in plants we have mainly two waste products. One is the carbon dioxide and second is the oxygen. Now how this carbon dioxide is produced in the plants and how this oxygen is produced in the plants, we will be discussing one by one. Okay, so in plants a process called as photosynthesis takes place. Yes, photosynthesis. This is the same process by which plants make their own food. What happens? With the help of carbon dioxide and with the help of water, plants produce food. 6,6H12O6 and oxygen is also produced, and this oxygen produced in this process is a byproduct, is a waste material from the plant which is excreted out from the stomata. Okay, now the second, how the carbon dioxide is produced, we know another process called as the respiration process. Okay, what happens in the respiration process? This food, which means C6H12O6, is broken down into simpler substances. 6CO2 plus 6H2 in the presence of oxygen. Okay, and some energy is produced. So this water and this carbon dioxide produced in this process is waste material for plant. Okay, so both of these gaseous products, one is the carbon dioxide and the other is oxygen. These are the waste materials for the plant and are not useful for used by the plants in substantial amount. So what happens? These gases, with the help of a stomata which are present in the leaves. What is the stomata? We have already discussed. This is the structure of a stomata. These are the bean shaped cells. Okay, and these are the openings. So stomata are generally tiny pores in the leaf through which these gases, oxygen and the carbon dioxide, are liberated out or released out from the plant body. Okay, so this was the case of the water. Now the water also is released or continuously from the plant body with the help of these stomata only. Okay, now we know that the process of photosynthesis is taking place only during the daytime when the sunlight is available for the plants to make food. So this oxygen is liberated only during the daytime. While this process of respiration, it takes place in plants all the time, whether it is day or night. So the carbon dioxide and the water are liberated every time, whether it is day or whether it is night. So the two main respiratory gases called oxygen, carbon dioxide and water vapor are released out or thrown out of the plant body with the help of stomatas which are present in the leaves as well as the lenticles which are present in the stem. Okay. However, plants also store their waste materials in leaves. There is a very important and beautiful process called as the shedding of the leaves. Okay, shedding of leaves. Shedding of leaves. What happens before the shedding of the leaves? Whatever the waste products are there in the plant stores that waste material in the leaves, and then after that it shed those leaves. So in this way, the waste material which was there is removed from the plant body. Third process, also some of the solid waste products are stored in the fruits. Okay, in the fruits, and these fruits also fall down. So this is another method by which plants release the waste materials from the body. Also, plants also excrete by releasing some of the materials in the forms of gums and resins. Okay, and the last is also plants also excrete by releasing some of the substances into the soil. Okay, so by how many ways can the plants excrete? Is first is called as the diffusion process. By the diffusion process, which takes place through the stomata and the lenticles. Okay, second is by the shedding of leaves. Shedding of leaves, peeling of barks, peeling of barks. Okay. Third is by falling of fruits. By falling of fruits. In the form of gums and resins. In the form of gums which are produced by the plants and resins, and the last into the surrounding soil. Okay, so this was the processes that how the process of excretion takes place in plants. First is the diffusion, second is the shedding of leaves, peeling of the barks, third is by felling of the fruits, fourth is in the forms of gums and resins, and the last is into the surrounding soil. So this was all how the process of excretion takes place in plants. In the next class, in the next lecture, we will be dealing how the process of excretion takes place in animals. Thank you and have a nice day.